The ongoing debate between my brain cells on what I'm going to do with this channel is, I don't know, still going. So until I think of what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna keep uploading videos from time to time. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading that often. Anyways, enjoy the video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Peace. Hey, Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy back at it again with another video. I apologize, it's been a while since my last upload. I tried to record a reaction video earlier, but I realized that I completely forgot how, and that I didn't find what I was saying was like funny or entertaining. So I decided to do this instead. I love making layouts in Geometry Dash. I know a lot of you do too, but I also know a lot of people that don't know how, and I decided that I wanted to try teaching what I know about making layouts. I don't know much, I'm not the best, but I thought it would be really interesting and see how it goes. You know, I'm not normally a teacher, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Bear with me, okay? So I'm going to jump into OBS and let's get started. Okay, take 3. Okay, I have redone this 3 times. Okay, so you're at the Geometry Dash menu. Obviously, you're going to want to click on Create, and then Create again, and then create a new level. That's how we begin every single level in Geometry Dash. So you don't have to worry about the name or the description right now. You can worry about that later. But you're gonna click on Create again, and you're met with this this blue void of like squares and other stuff. So first thing you're gonna want to do to create a layout is you're gonna want to pick a song. So on my second take, I picked a song that was, you know, way too awesome, and the tutorial got a bit complicated. So I want to keep this simple for you guys, because some of you may be watching this because you're bored, but some of you may actually be just starting out and you're like, okay, I want to learn the absolute basics of creating a layout, and this is what this video is for. So we're gonna pick something really like simple. You know what? Creo Nautilus. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so you can just continue like this if you want to start right at the beginning of the song. But if you don't, if you want to start later in the song, then you're going to want to click on this gear right here. I have no idea if you guys can see my cursor or not. I hope you can. But, yeah, and then you're going to want to pick your offset. So you're going to want to listen to the song on like a different tab, and then like listen and see what offset you're going to want to begin with. So we're going to start off at 20 and see where that gives us. Okay, so maybe 30. I think that's perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna assume you guys know all about the orbs and pads and portals and speeds and arrows and all this other funky stuff there. If you guys don't, I'll make another video explaining what all of these do, or as far as my knowledge goes. But we're just gonna get straight into the gameplay, okay? So to create a layout, you're going to want to focus on the gameplay first, and then you're going to want, if you want to make effects or decoration or whatever else, you can do that after, but gameplay is the main thing you're going to want to focus on first. So we're going to replay the song a few times and see what we're working with. So you're going to want to do this a lot when you're making the layout, is constantly replay the song to make sure your layout syncs with the music. So. Okay, so I think we're gonna go up here and start off as a mini cube. I think that's perfect for now. And I think the regular speed is fine too. Okay. I already explained like the process of making gameplay a little bit. So the objects you're going to want to use to make gameplay, you can use, there's a bunch of different objects here you can use. I normally like to use this one because it's basic, it's standard, but it's filling. It's like it's not empty like these ones. I used to use these ones, but they're kind of empty to me, but you can use them if you want. Like, it all depends on your preference. I just prefer these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some gameplay and then we're going to move on from there. But when you're making your gameplay, make sure to constantly replay the song and then, yeah, just feel the music flow through your body, like kind of let it consume you. That sounds so weird, but like get a feeling for what the music sounds like and what's gonna go good with the music. And again, it's all based on preference. So I'm gonna make a little bit of gameplay and then we're gonna move on from there. Okay, so enjoy this time lapse. Alright, we're back. So I've created a little bit of gameplay and I realized that I probably should have done this before I even started the gameplay, but hey, now I have stuff to talk about. So I'm going to run you through what I did before I made the gameplay and while I did it, or I probably should have done this before, but here are some few things you want to do before you start all of this. Don't be like me, because then when you do it while you're doing your gameplay, then it, you know, I guess it's not really that bad, but I guess it kind of takes you off focus. But what I did is I set up some alpha triggers. So alpha triggers control the level of opacity that your block has. Like here, if I have a block right, I have a spike right here, I guess. And if I put it on alpha trigger number 1, boom, I place another block. Oh look, where'd it go? It disappeared. It's not there anymore. Psych, it's still there. It's just invisible. You can't see it. So now if you put it on group level number 2, it's just slightly visible. So that's what opacity does. So I put 4 different levels of opacity because you never know when you're going to use them. So number 1, alpha 1 is 0% opacity, so completely invisible. Alpha 2, 25%, slightly visible. Alpha 3 is 50%, more visible, but, you know, still kind of eh. And alpha 4, 75%. It's pretty much visible. You never know when you're going to use them. And I placed down a teleportation portal, and it goes up to here because I don't want the ground. I don't want people to see the ground. I don't want to work with this ground. So I can make my own grounds like this. So there's no ground up here, no ground down here, no ground up there. I should be moving my hands more in front of the camera. No ground here, no like ceiling here or anything. It's pretty cool. And another thing I did is you place down a block like this. The fading thing, it's black. It's cool, alright? Then you place down a half a block. See? You can already see it here. It's white. So it doesn't match. I don't know. To me, it doesn't really look that good. So what I did was, there's base and there's detail in the colors here. I feel like I'm going really fast. So I'm going to restart. So I clicked on edit object, and this is where you can change the color of your object. So there's base and there's detail. Base would be controlling the outline of the object, and then detail would be controlling the glow inside. So I went on detail, and then I clicked on number 2, and then I made it black. So what I normally do for my layouts is number 1 is always white, and then you can use color triggers to change the color as you please. It's basically used as like the second, it's used as a detail. And then base is just white. Or I don't know. You change the base color over here, and then you change the detail color with the 1, and then number 2 is black. I always put it black. So there you go. I hope you guys understand. I'm going really fast. I'm not a very good teacher at all. Okay, so that being said, I made some gameplay, and we're just gonna test it out. One thing I want to do, you could do this after you've finished a section of your gameplay that you're proud of, and you know you want to test it and stuff. What I do, 2 things that are very important to me. Okay, so we're gonna play it once. See, what we're noticing is that there's a little bit of glow on the objects. See, if you look here, I'm gonna re-explain that. There's glow around the objects a little bit, they're glowing a bit, and as they move further away from the screen, they disappear. Some people like that, I don't. So some people leave the glow on there, some people like it when the objects disappear, some people like both. I don't like either. So what I do to remove the glow, a lot of people don't know how to do this, because when I first started out, I had no idea how to do it. And once I learned, I thought it was like, wow, that's the coolest shit ever. Okay, so what I did to disable the glow is I go into settings right here. Never mind, that's wrong. Okay, I click on, wait, no, yes, that's right. Okay, so I go into settings. Crap. I go in the I am so sorry, okay? I go in the pause menu, and then I click on select all, right here, and then everything is selected. You could do, if you have a short piece of gameplay like this, you could do swipe and then drag click like that, but if it's a giant layout already, you're gonna want to click on select all. And then what I did is I went on edit object, and then I clicked on this magical little button at the bottom left corner, glow. I disabled that. And then look at what it did. Look at this, no glow. To me, it's beautiful. To my sister, she hates it, she wants the glow. Next thing I did to to make it stop disappearing in the edges, I clicked on select all again, and then what I did is I clicked on edit group, and I disabled don't fade and don't enter. And then watch this. It does not disappear. Excuse me. Okay, so you kind of saw that. I'm gonna play it again, and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut this time. So that's what our gameplay is gonna look like. It syncs pretty well to the music. I like it. You got your gameplay done. Let's say you have your gameplay done. Congratulations. That's step 1. You're doing awesome so far. Step number 2, very important, okay? A lot of people don't do this because you don't necessarily have to do it. It takes up a lot of time, but I like doing it. Structuring. Okay, you don't have to do this, but when you're playing a layout, let's say you're playing a layout, boom, you jump, boom, and then you forget to click on the orb right here, and then you keep flying off the edge. And then you have to wait and wait until you die, and then you restart. You don't want that. You want something here to block it, and then you die right here, so it's a lot quicker. You don't want to die, but like, yeah. So what we're gonna do to structure is we're gonna playtest the level, but just like this in the editor. And one thing for me that I absolutely hate is when you're playtesting the level, you can only use the mouse. So for most people that's fine, because a lot of people use the mouse to play in Geometry Dash anyways, but I use the up button on my keyboard with my middle finger, so it's a bit inconvenient. But look, you're in the editor, you playtested your level, you have this green line going across your whole layout showing you like what the gameplay looks like. So you can use this line to put some structuring down. So structuring, it's basically like making gameplay, but it's making like edges so that you don't fall off the map. And you can make it look super cool too, like you can add different shapes like this. Don't make it boring. Like, you want to make it look interesting, right? And you can, you know what, even if you're not going to fall out the bottom, you can put some at the bottom too, because, you know, it just looks cool. I actually never did this before, I don't think, but hey, that looks cool. That looks cool, you know? And then you can make your structuring look like this, just like stripes. What I did when I first started out is I did this sort of, wait, okay, I'm gonna do it down here. I did this. I did columns. I did something I like to call columns. I just went boom, 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 like that. I stopped doing that because someone told me it looked ugly. And at first I was like, no, I like that. I think that looks cool. But after a while I was like, these look better. But I stopped because I wanted to stop, not because that person told me. So another thing you have to, this is more of like a mental thing. When you're making layouts, like, criticism is good, but you can't let someone influence your decisions, okay? You have to, it has to be you that decides, I don't want to do that anymore, I want to switch it up. Because in the end, it's your layouts. You're not trying to impress anyone.
Or if you are, then yeah, disregard what I just said, do whatever you want.
Okay, so you can do structuring like this, or you can use gears, or these round spike things. Okay, so I'm going to make my structuring the way I do most of my structuring, like that. But you can do your structuring, honestly, however you want. Do not let me influence your ideas, okay? Because in the end, it's all up to you. So I'm gonna finish all the structuring, and I'll see you after this time lapse. Alright, enjoy. Alright, so I finished my structuring. Something I didn't add before are these things. At the bottom, I just thought of it now, and I think it looks pretty cool. So you guys can add them if you want to. So yeah, this is what structuring looks like. Okay, so we're going to click on pause, select all, and then disable glow, and then edit group, don't fade, don't enter. And then we're gonna play test the layout, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for this part. You know what? That looks pretty decent. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of this layout tutorial. Congratulations, you guys now know how to make a layout. So one more thing I want to add, it's not that important, but just in case you guys wanted to know, because it also took me a long time to figure out how to do this, is how to customize the speed of how fast these things, these gears and these spiky things rotate. So I'm going to, I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to click on all the bottom ones first, and then I'm going to click on Edit Special right here. I'm going to click on Custom, and then I'm going to make them rotate at 20 degrees. Because 90 degrees is how the speed they would rotate normally. So I'm going to do 20 degrees per second, degrees per second. So, and then I'm going to click on the top ones, because if you make them rotate like 20 degrees, they're still going to spin clockwise. So you're moving right, they spin clockwise. And I'm going to click the top ones and make them move at negative 20 degrees. Right, so they spin counterclockwise. So both gears are moving like this. And then you're moving this way. So they're like kind of following you, which I think is kind of cool. So we're going to play test it again. And look at this gear action. It looks so smooth, honestly. I'm so proud of myself. You should feel like that too. At the end of your layout, you shouldn't be worrying about, if you're like a really good layout creator, you shouldn't be worrying about how fast you make layouts to like consistently upload. You shouldn't be worrying about consistently uploading, okay? You should like finish your layout and be like, I'm proud of this. I love this layout, okay? So, yeah, this is going to be the end of the layout tutorial. In the next video, or in one of my next videos, if you guys want to, I'm going to make a video about how to do effects. Okay, and I'm not really the best guy at effects. Honestly, I'm getting better, but I want to show you like the basics on how to do effects with background pulses and all that stuff. And I'm going to show you guys a few of the effects I came up with. Not myself, like a few of the effects, a few effects I think are cool. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Even if it took 3 tries to record this, I had a lot of fun teaching you guys how to make a layout. And it's just something I'm really passionate about, and I think like it's a lot easier to teach something when you're passionate about it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing evening, and feel free to watch some of my other videos. I'm so sorry I haven't been uploading consistently. I'm still trying to get back into uploading, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Peace.